When you've been through difficult times and you see a sliver of light come shining in, then it's very easy to get enthusiastic, right? And so when you get enthusiastic, you begin to start having all sorts of hopes, and those hopes lead you in a specific direction, only to find out that your hopes get let down. And so then when you have a repeat event happen somewhere down the line, you begin to go, not gonna have that happen this time. That's just a sliver of light, and I'm not gonna be fooled by a sliver of light, because that sliver of light let me down before. In short, you get jaded, right? You feel disenchanted. You become cynical, right? But occasionally, there are times when a sliver of light can be helpful. As a matter of fact, sometimes we need to see that that sliver of light may be all that we have. And I know that sounds depressing, but it doesn't need to be depressing, right? You've got a sliver of light at the present moment. On one level, well, you wish you had more because, how are you going to guide yourself with just a sliver of light? But think about it. If you didn't have that sliver of light right now, wouldn't you be stumbling around in the dark? Wouldn't you feel on many levels as if you were somewhat lost? And I know what you're thinking. You're going, okay, well, I only have that sliver of light, right? And how is that sliver of light going to solve all of my problems? And if you could use a little bit of help in dealing with some of your problems, I should mention that I do offer several different levels of astrological service. All of these are available through the astrological services page of my website, which you will find linked above. After all, things feel tense right now. And because things are feeling tense, you're thinking this little bit is not going to help. I need a whole lot more. And I don't know if I can really trust to have enthusiasm because, well, I've been let down before. So how can I trust, right? And equally right now, I had hope before and I used my determination in order to try to solve this problem. And my determination, well, it only kind of brought me to, well, for lack of a better way to put it, a bitter end, so to speak. So how can I trust that this ray of light that I'm seeing is somehow going to help me through this difficulty? Well, perhaps that determination that led you to a bitter end, perhaps that determination wasn't really coming from a positive place. Perhaps that determination was coming from a space of desperation. And when we're acting from a space of desperation, it's all too easy to make, well, quite a lot of mistakes, right? So maybe the mistakes that you made were from a lack of hope perspective. So maybe your mistake that you made in the past was in not holding on to that sliver of light, right? Not recognizing that that sliver of light actually may have brought something positive into your life. And even though it didn't bring you to the best of possible outcomes, it's not the fault of that sliver of light. It was the fault of that feeling of desperation that you came to out of a position of having a sliver of light, right? So in other words, you had a sliver of light and you chose to see instead a moment of desperation. But what you need to see at the present moment is that a sliver of light is a sliver of light. And that sliver of light can help you through this moment. And if you let that sliver of light inspire you, that sliver of light will soon grow. At the moment, you need to let love guide your actions. You need to let inspiration pull you through. You're not being foolish. You're not being stupid in doing that. You're doing just the exact opposite. That's going to do it for this look at Venus's transit through Purva Bahdrapada Nakshatra, which takes place from the 22nd of January through to the 1st of February. Till next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.